Do you know the cemetery is full of untapped potential? People who passed away with their gifts locked inside of them. The cemetery is full of songs that were never written, books that were never written, sermons that were never preached, Hall of Famers that never played a game, businesses that were never open. You see, what happened is somewhere along the way, they allowed someone's opinion of them to easily become their reality. They listened to the haters and the critics. They listened to the goal blockers. They let people put ceilings on their sky. So let me break that down for you. If a car was manufactured to go 160 miles per hour and you call that car stupid, could that car still go 160 miles per hour? If you criticize that car for its color, could that car still go 160 miles per hour? If you criticize that car for being too big, too small, could that car still go 160 miles per hour? The answer is yes. That car was manufactured to go 160 miles per hour. You are that car. Make sense? So we gotta stop getting so excited and overjoyed because we land a job at the shoe store that pays us $18 an hour. Your manufacturer designed you, created you to own the store. Don't sell yourself short. Rob the cemetery of your gifts. Live it.
Hey,
Live it now.
You've been going through some rough patches lately in your life,
But I want you to know something. Your life is not that bad. You know how I know? Because just last night, someone prayed to God to be in your situation. Someone prayed to the Almighty to have your life. So it's not that bad. Just last night, someone with cancer prayed to trade their diagnosis for that headache, for that cold, for that stomach ache that you almost cursed God about. Just last night, someone homeless or living in a shelter prayed to have that house that you're hell-bent on getting rid of because it has a 2 instead of 3-car garage. That gentleman with the "Will Work for Food" sign that you pretended not to see on your way home from work yesterday prayed to have that steak that you discarded because the chef slightly overcooked it. You see, we are all just one event, one twist of faith, one bad decision away from being on the other side of life. So be thankful and spend a little more time in your humility. Keep your knees bent, your head bowed, and stay prayed up in appreciation. Let's go. What up, fam? Whether you like this or not, or choose to believe it or not, it feels as though our system of justice tends to treat you better if you're rich and guilty versus being innocent and poor. We have allowed wealth to create an ability to shape outcomes, and it should not be this way. And as a society, it appears as though we have gotten comfortable with this. It appears as though we are okay with these injustices that have just simply gotten out of control. And it feels like when these things happen, we feel sad, we argue with each other about it, we tweet about it, we post prayer emojis about it, but what actions are we not just threatening to take, not just planning to take, but physically taking that will impact the situation? And Dr. King put it best when he said, when it's all said and done, we will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And as I sit back and evaluate what's happening in our society, police brutality, prejudice, racism, it's 2019, and I have to mention racism, discrimination, and hatred against those human beings that we choose not to understand. Family abandonment, diminished morals, and so on. I sit here and I ask myself, am I weaponizing my son enough to thrive as a man in this society, and more directly, to thrive as a man of color in today's society? Is it going to be enough to weaponize and instill in him respect, accountability, trust, and authority, to use words like ma'am, sir, please, thank you, equality, the value of hard work, your word is your bond, to stand for what you believe in? Your belt line goes above and not below your waistline, period. Think critically, write consciously, and speak confidently and passionately. If these things are instilled in him, will he be okay? And will the others just like him be okay? We control that outcome as a society. We control it with the actions we actually take. Take some action. Take some action.